dear friends. Yes, we are back with our online classes of Education 3000. I am Noemi Paimal. And today I'm very happy to share with you, it's a kind of a new PowerPoint, explaining how we go from the 7 Petal schools or 8 Petal schools up to the 13 Petal society. And it's maybe it's in the future, but remember, I'm recording this in 2020. Right now it's May, so things are moving very fast. So I felt the urge to show the future with this kind of education and vision. We are definitely reconstructing, rebuilding, everything, co-create if you want to. Something very, very new, very extraordinary. So I wanted to share that with you. Let's begin. It's called From the 7 Petal School to the 13 Petal Society. And this is based on the fact with a new education, we have a new society. And there is many factors, many things coming into places right now. So let's see what's going on in the future, or will unfold with the help of everybody. And I mean everybody. From the 7 Petal School to the 13 Petal Society. So let's imagine like it's a new government, and your kid and your grandkid are the president, and the ministers are all your own children or grandchildren, and they have all the preparation with a broad vision, holistic preparation. So let's see, we have 13 renovated ministries or department per region or per countries or per bioregion. And those ministries will have ethic, wisdom, and awareness. I call this Sophia Cracia. This is a system based on wisdom. Sophia, wisdom, Cracia. And definitely a new geopolitics system is emerging. So here is our 7 Petal School. Remember, the same: physical development, cognitive, social and peace culture, art and bioarchitecture, ecology, hands-on and production, and fair economy. And the violet one is the personal development. So from that, so we have it all detailed. From this pattern or this proposal, we go to something called the 13 Petal Society. Yes, you see, because we needed more department. I mean, it was 7 because it was easy for the education, for the teacher, for the parents. Okay, I would go through the 7 petals, and it was simple and easy to do. It was for practical reason. But for our society, at least we need 13 departments or even more. But 13 is a good number anyway to start with. So you see the petal, the blue petal, now it's 2 departments, yellow is 2, the pink is 3 departments or ministries, the white is split into 2, the green is split into 2, and then we have the red and the violet. So that's add up to 13. So this is the whole list. I will go one by one. The blue petal will be split into sports section and health, and with a special emphasis and in especially preventive health. The yellow petal will be science and technology, considering high tech and low tech. A lot of high tech and a lot of low tech. I mean, we won't be a robot. No. It's going to be very nice. And integral education. Then pink is 3 departments, solidarity and geopolitics. There's a lot to do here. 6, culture and multiculturalism. Peace culture, of course, is involved and very much. And then we have social science and ethic and justice. 8 will be renovated art and urbanism and bioarchitecture as well. A lot to do here. This is a white petal. the green petal, conscious nutrition, conscious agriculture, alternative energy, decontamination, advanced non-polluting technologies. 12, fair economy. There is a lot to do here. And 13, personal and transcendental development. Of course, we need this inner peace on a large scale. So a couple of ideas. I know this could be a program of 50 videos, 50, really. But this is way beyond education. I mean, it would touch all the area of development of a society. But as education prepare for that, that's why I wanted to do one video at least on that for now. Sport, of course, healthy body, healthy mind, but with some new things about sport. Not so much competition, more I compete with myself. I want a healthy body. I mean, it was so competitive and so money oriented. I mean, this is not, I mean, the kids don't like it at all. So we can involve famous athletes to raise awareness. So it will be healthy body and healthy sport and non-competitive sport. We could introduce things like martial art, climbing, parkour, a lot of dances and so on and so on. So many things we can do here. Health will be especially focused on preventive health. And remember we had a program in the green petal, linked to the blue petal. I am responsible for my physical and emotional health. So when the student know that, I mean, health is going to be much easier. It will, all the diseases will drop drastically. Transition, I always put transition, it will be a mixed system. What I call mixed system would be like the old medicine and the new medicine and the traditional, the ancient medicine all together. A good example of that is called Sintergetica, which is it's in Spain and Colombia with Dr. Carvajal, but it's a good example of blending all the tendency. This is what we really like in P3000. Then health with the preventive health education through the media. Health for everyone, of course, and free accessible surgery and dentist, or free, it's even better. Humanized delivery, I mean, for the babies. This is something we really have to do. The babies has to be received with love, care, and consciousness. So this is an old program, and breastfeeding, of course, and good treatment for elders. It's so important, and respect birth and death, like accompany death with dignity, and it's going to be very nice. Actually, I know many people already started, and thank you for what you do. Now we go to the yellow, science and technology, high-tech, low-tech, space program. Here, I think so many things going to open. I heard all the patents, the patents are going to be unblocked, and we will have access to beautiful technologies quite fast. So this is going to change so many things. So I put transition, release of the alternative technology, and of course, no to the electromagnetic contamination. It will be safe. Okay, comprehensive education. This is where we are. This is our department, Ministry of Education, but the new education. Or actually, we have a project. It's called Secretary of. Oh, I have to write this down. Secretary of Innovative Pedagogy. And that's a beautiful program to help the Ministry of Education. So it would be pedagogy of the being, I mean, the complete fulfillment of the human being, Peace Multi-University, and Campus 3000. I mean, as well as the university are going to change and a lot. In transition, it will be a mixed. What I call mixed is like, we will have all together like, well, it started all right now. Right now is May 2020, meaning online, in situ, together, TV, internet, parents, teachers, coach, workshop, social issues, social activities, ecological activities, inner activities. So all that could be mixed, and it will work as a transition very well And it's already started actually. And what the kids, what they want to study, so they can have the afternoon free for their own project and so on. And it will be based, of course, on action project and team building. And we have 25 programs for education. And I think that the next video, so I will talk more about that. Very concrete programs. We are starting right now and we can do more, definitely. The connection with the brain and the heart. So it's called multi-center brain. And it means the brain is connected to the heart and the heart is connected to the earth and to all the levels of energy. So that will be the complete human being I was talking about. Pink, a lot to do. Remember, pink is solidarity. Well, pink is social science and peace culture, and we can divide in two departments at least. It would be solidarity and geopolitics. And we consider the politics like politics equal to service to people and land. And we can see emerging a new horizontal leadership. I call this 3,000, 4,000, and 4,000. Wisdom, great humanitarian qualities. That means it would be a very different geopolitics vision. And it will be extremely humanitarian and very wise too. And we can include exopolitics, of course. Transition will be transition governments with anti-corruption monitoring, of course. Space for young people. Young people will enter to or they're already entering on the scene. Free internet, free transportation. Culture, multiculturality, culture of peace. So we can see all the cultural self-empowerment locally, respect for each other, peace research institute everywhere, and Secretary of Peace and Social Welfare. Transition. We can see committees by neighborhood, very local, elders empowerment, women's rights, young leadership, and a lot of activities for peace and exchanges. And the third one would be social science and justice based on ethic. Like, again, committee by neighborhood, anti-corruption, social justice. And I was thinking rehabilitation center of the 7 petals. The way justice is done is not the right way. The right way is to empower people and give them the 7 petals and make sure they have something. Like if they go to jail, they go out of jail. If they have nothing, they go back to delinquency because there's nothing else. But we can change that definitely and have dignity here and something useful, something that would help really people. I'm talking about rehabilitation and ethic everywhere. Now we go to the white, and white, it is art and express yourself. So we were thinking about art with a lot of consciousness, and as a transition, like use music, popular music and concert, but with consciousness, with helping people instead of sometimes having sad, not sad, but sounds that not harmonious, that will drop the energy. No, we want sound that will raise up the energy. I was thinking something like multidimensional music DJ or special holistic festival and discotheque, something like that. Peace artwork, so the art, a lot of art, but with peace message, like peace will be visible through art, and by art is not only to paint, it's mural and music and movies and many things. And involve people like artists and athletes that will give some awareness on peace. Urban planning and bioarchitecture, we have to change definitely the way we have our layout of the cities, and we can use universal geometry. At least, meanwhile, as a transition, we can use friendly architecture or transform what we have in something much more friendly with social spaces and green areas and friendly public spaces. Space for children everywhere and elders as well. And of course, better school building. That's why we have this team called Architecture 3000 and Geometry. Then from that, of course, we go naturally to the green ministry or area, which involve everything with ecology, decontamination. We have a lot to do, yes, and conscious nutrition. So decontamination will involve cleaning earth, space, air, water. New technology will be involved. We can see family gardens and community gardens and school gardens, for instance. Reforestation, it will be, it's a program called One Person, One Native Tree Planted. So massively we can reforest and replant. Pure water for everybody, healthy for everyone, no fluor, for instance, and conscious farming. Conscious farming without transgenetic agriculture. We are still in the green. Remember now it's two petals. And it will be still under ecology, decontamination, alternative energy source, and advanced no polluting technology, especially energy sources. So in the transition, it will be mixed, but gradually we move from dirty energy to clean energy, like zero field energy and Tesla inventions will be released. And of course, no nuclear and nuclear waste cleaning as well. And of course, economical incentive to use no polluting energy and campaign of information. This is a school completely 100% sustainable school. This is in Uruguay, and it's a primary school. It's a mixed school, private and public. It's very nice. So what I mean by that, yeah, we already started, but this is not to go from one experience, one project, to do it massively. And this is the idea, to multiply this kind of activities. Fair economy is long. There is a lot here, but at least something like that, remapping all resources and have the rational distribution per bioregion. What I mean by that, it doesn't make sense to import from the other side of the world, like from New Zealand, to import meat to the other side of the world. I mean, it's better to have local production and cut down all this transportation and contamination. That's not very logical at all, not practical. Cut the false and artificial consumer economy information campaign. I mean, 80% of what we produce, including publicity, it's fake, false, and artificial. So we can cut down here a lot. And it was more manipulation than anything, by the way. Banking system reformulation with local independent economy and international economy in solidarity. Sustainable production everywhere. I repeat, sustainable production everywhere. Transition, of course, we can see a mixed economy. Local fair economy, local business, like family business and middle-sized business. This is what I said, repairs unnecessary transport of goods with local production, definitely. It was too much. Support to national development and local social welfare project. So the people will really be the person who will benefit of the result of the country. Do you see what I mean? By local social welfare project. Reformulation of banking system, definitely. In a massive way. You see, things are accelerating because I'm recording right now as I told you, May 2020. So it's not far stretch. I mean, it's not like something that's going to happen in 100 years. It can be when this generation will build that. My generation, my kids and my grandkids, it's as fast. It's very fast. Peace culture, reconnection, mind and heart, coherent state. This is for the violet. So, of course, everything is possible with a fulfilled, happy human being. So the transition will be programmed for inner peace, peace with others, peace with nature, anti-stress techniques. And there's something nice like no stress space. That means a space for the staff and workers in all business, in the school and public establishment. So we take care of ourselves. And actually I saw that it was a train. I took a train and the best wagon, it was an old train. And then they had this wagon for VIP, a very fancy wagon. And it was transformed for a place for the team of the train. You know, in the train, it's hard to work in the train. It's moving all the time and it's at night most of the time. You have to do both shifts. Anyway, so they had a place just for them, for the staff, and they have videos, they could dance and have some relaxing exercise, and they could chat and have access to snacks. And I thought, oh yes, this is what we should do. The best place should be for the staff, for the personnel, for the workers. And when I saw that, I was in this wagon by accident because I needed the plug. I wanted to finish something, I don't know what, on the computer. So I was returning my computer and I saw them dancing and doing many things, and that was very nice. It was a very long journey by train. Transition, so no stress space for staff and workers for all business, schools and public establishments and transportation. Personal development program in the media and social network. That's very nice. And then a little bit more. I know it's a long video, but I want to say one thing today. Military. The military, they are very trained. They are person very trained, very capable, with a very high level of organization. So to change all the military system by service to the people and to the earth. And the young people, they can do 1 year of service if they want to, but to the people, not to the weapons. No weapon. Anyhow, we will stop all the weapon industries, zero nuclear activity. Period. Religion centered on love and respect. Financial reset on a large scale, as I already mentioned in the red petal. Justice and zero corruption on a large scale. This was in the pink petal. Mega alliance, I repeat, mega alliance. And a sister nation system for peace, or sister nation alliance, that transformed the ONU to something much more collaborative and based on sisterhood or brotherhood. And of course, campaign of consciousness and solidarity, inner peace and all that. All the media will help. And the program make it viral, so massive communication, because this program make it viral. No joke. I mean, it was not a joke. It's, of course, I wrote this before May 2020. I wrote this in 2019. Okay, it's not, forget it. In all departments, friendly, easy to understand information programs about their respective new paradigms in the media and social work. Of course, and social networks, all cool, of course, to have all the medias and all the social networks working together toward that. This is a couple of pictures with the Ministry of Education. This is Argentina, Bolivia, Kyrgyzstan, Romania. Definitely education will play a major role, because education is going to open all these paradigms to everybody. It's so important, education for now, for the children, for the young people, for the families, for the society. So thank you so much. I think it was a long video, but see, there is a lot to do with education and a lot to open. So thank you for everything you do. Take care, and I will see you on the next video.